True healing at the root happens when you become willing to stop hiding. I had someone ask me recently if I had ever done all the things to take care of myself, had the right diet, exercise, done all the things you're supposed to do, but somehow you still feel off. And immediately I was like, yes. Because that immediately brought me back to the beginning of my journey where I was like, there has to be something deeper. I know something isn't 100%, what am I missing? And that's the thing about healing. Most people don't stop the journey because they're lazy. They stop because healing requires something so much more vulnerable than just acquiring the next technique. In truth, it requires relationship, a deeper relationship with God, source, universe, a deeper willingness to be seen, to allow all the things to come up to the light, a deeper willingness to stop running. And I have watched this happen over and over again where someone truly wants peace, but when they begin to get quiet, when they start letting God into the loneliness, into the sleepless nights, into the grief, into the places they've spent years trying to manage alone, fear bubbles up. Not because God is unsafe, but because intimacy, deep relationship with God requires us to loosen the grip on the identities we've created to survive. And it is terrifying. I understand it because I've lived it. But in order to heal, I had to get real honest. What I came to realize was that I wasn't truly looking for another modality. I was looking for a different way of seeing, a different way of perceiving life, of perceiving myself, my body, my role on this planet. And not just my own problems, but actually seeing God differently. Because before I really started this journey, I didn't actually have a relationship. I just prayed over my food. And that was the extent of my spiritual practice. And being able to see different was the beginning of everything. And it wasn't that my circumstances just instantly became easy. It was because I stopped measuring God's presence by whether my circumstances had changed. The relationship itself became the miracle. When my relationship with God healed, everything else changed. So if you still feel like something's off, maybe the season of actually being able to see that something is still off is an opportunity for a deeper question. Instead of asking, how do I fix this? Maybe ask, God, what would it look like to actually let you in to the place I've been trying to protect? Because healing doesn't begin when you find the right answer. It begins when you become willing to stop hiding.